Hi guys, welcome to the Theluminarylounge podcast. And on this week's episode, we'll be talking about procrastination. My name is Theophilus and I'm here with...
Cons.
All right, this is our first episode on Theluminarylounge podcast. And okay, let me just give us a brief introduction of what the Theluminarylounge podcast is all about. On this podcast, we'll be talking about issues pertaining to being a creative, being an entrepreneur, living as a young person in Nigeria, especially in Lagos.
Right? Bro, it's wild.
It's very wild. And issues surrounding the creative and entertainment industry. And, today's topic is actually very important.
I swear.
Today's topic is actually procrastination. And we're also going to be delving into other things like the creative blog and all of those things. Right. You know why we're picking it as our first topic? Because we actually procrastinated before we started.
Procrastinating.
We were thinking, okay, let's start this month. Let's start in 2 months. Let's
record next week. But I feel like it's actually a good thing that we started, right?
It was just one time. I think it was in following. We just said, Theophilus, we're doing next week Monday.
Even though like there are some restrictions, but we're like, you know what?
Let's just go.
Any idea, they go.
Let's get.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that we just moved with that energy. I mean, it's good that we're working on this together. Okay. We have similar values. We share similar values. We have the same energy. We're able to rub off on each other. And honestly, guys, I'm super excited to be here. I'm honored to be doing this with Ayo. And you guys have been having a very good time. We've been learning so much. And of course, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be lively. Trust me, we're not boring people. All right. So let's start this way. All right.
Let's start with ourselves. So individually, how has procrastination affected us? Right. So let me ask you. Right?
Okay.
You as a person now, right? What are the things that
I should have started doing?
You should have started doing, but procrastination has probably delayed you.
For one, starting a podcast. Trust me, if you know the number of people that have, because so one thing about me is I tend to share things especially on my WhatsApp and Instagram story once in a while, right, or as often as I can. I just talk about dicey matters, right, or controversial issues, right, and or things I believe people should know. Just real life issues, right. Some people even call me a motivational speaker, but I mean, so I've had people tell me, oh, you should open a YouTube channel, you should have a podcast.
And come and see your
up until 2 days ago, somebody still told me, wrote a lengthy message about me starting a YouTube channel, because apparently she sees my videos about my work as an event MC, and sometimes when I share certain professional tips, and she's like, why don't you have a
can you give me some of your professional tips? I think I need it.
Don't worry,
maybe I can also elevate it.
Don't worry, we'll do it later. Come and pay for my master class. And the crazy part is, while she was texting me about it, I still procrastinated. I told her I'm going to start my YouTube channel at the end of the year.
End of the year.
That's what I said.
We are not even getting to the middle of the year.
I'm not joking. That's what I told her. But after later during the day, I told myself, I said, because the reasons I was giving is, I need to sit down, which is rightly so. Rightly so. I actually need to sit down, sketch out a plan, actionable plan, actually, set deadlines, research, and all of those things. And when I was doing all of those things, I kept telling myself that, it's going to take a lot of time, right? Set up a team, probably set up a studio space and all of those things. And I told myself that it's not going to take as long as I imagine it's going to take, right? I should just start. It doesn't have to be perfect at first.
But do you know that, due to past experience, right? I don't know, maybe I think for other people too, it can be like that some of the things that you properly planned and put a lot of effort
might not work out.
Or the result might just be like, maybe your expectation was too much.
It was too high.
Then
after the result, you're like, okay, what's that?
Yes.
I think I know 3 reasons why people procrastinate, right? And I'm saying this even from a personal point of view. At least I've had those 3 reasons at some point in my life. Right. Number one, being a perfectionist. I could bother on being a perfectionist, and I want things to go as perfect as possible, up down to my outfit. If I plan an outfit in my head, and the day comes and I try out those outfits and it doesn't work as I planned it in my head, best believe I'm not going anywhere. Or
your self-confidence,
my self-confidence is going to drop.
Yeah.
You get? So I need to get it right as I imagined it in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So perfectionism, then there's laziness, right? Which, trust me, I have been a really lazy person. Right? I tell people that I'm quite funny, right? I'm one of the most hardworking persons you can see. Like, you see me Friday, Saturday, every weekend. I'm having events back to back.
But you're also having fun now.
Well, true, fair point. Like, hardworking, hardly sleeping, not even eating so well.
Yeah.
But you know that you can see that, oh, this guy is really hardworking. He takes his work seriously. And then you see me on some days, I am sleeping, watching movie, not doing it.
Yes, now I called you yesterday. Now you're literally sleeping.
I told you I was sleeping.
Like Theophilus, let's just have this call once and for all. You're like, you are still sleeping.
Trust me, I could be that lazy, right? So that's one. And then the third thing, which I think also affects most creative, is the fear of the unknown. Right? Because we are not sure how the outcome is going to be. We are not sure if we are actually ready for that leap yet. So we keep procrastinating. We keep pushing it to a later time when we think we're actually ready. And the truth is, we'll never be fully ready. You can never be fully ready, right? So as much as there's a base requirement, there's what's it called, bare minimum standards that are required of us, right? As creatives, as entrepreneurs, right? Certain things you're supposed to know. But necessity is not exactly placed on you to get to that full preparedness before you take a leap. The greatest inventions, some of the greatest inventions, they started with trials and trials, thousands of trials, right, before they got it when the last time. So sometimes, like I said earlier, those 3 points I think are the reasons why people procrastinate.
Yeah, and I feel like, to me, procrastination is just laziness. Let's talk about our day-to-day activities.
Okay, fair point.
Laziness is like the key factor of procrastination. When you wake up in the morning, I mean, some people have to-do lists.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they'll still follow it.
Yeah.
They don't feel like,
stop to be direct.
I still have time.
Stop to be direct.
I still have time. Yeah. Okay, this is 1 o'clock. By 2, I can still understand.
Then when it's almost.
And now when it's 2 o'clock, that you're about to do what you want to do, then power outage. Okay.
I'll do by
4. Okay.
Maybe I'll just
by 4, maybe the light should be restored by that time. Therefore, say, let me somebody charge my phone. Let me apply charge.
It will not bust your brain. They will now probably restore the light by 3.
By 3.
You should not say, since I already said 4.
Said 4. Do you understand? So I guess laziness is
actually a key factor.
Is a key factor
for
when
me,
it comes
I actually also want to believe that laziness is a very big factor when it comes to procrastination. Thinking you have more time. Yeah, is daily. Like, you will never have more time.
But for me, I do procrastinate a lot. I won't even lie.
I think everybody does.
Yeah,
everybody does.
Because some of the things that I want to do, I'll be like, no, don't let me do it now. Just like you mentioned, which is the fear of the unknown. How people react to it, right? But I've come to realize that, just do it. Like, some of the things I told myself this year is that whenever it comes to my head, I just want to do it. Either good or bad.
Oh, you want to do bad things now, eh?
No.
And now what you talk?
No, bad too is part of the process.
Oh, really?
You go learn in bad now. You no go learn.
I don't know. You
understand? Like, whenever it comes to my head, I just want to do it. And I guess I've also come to a level of acceptance that even if I fail, right, it's part of the process.
Yeah.
Because I think failure is a big. It has been that thing that just puts you in one space. I think because you don't want to fail.
I think on one of our episodes we should talk about failure as a concept. We need to actually demystify what we refer to as failure, right? Because sometimes not getting the desired result is not exactly failure. Yeah. Right. It just means that you already figured out a way not to do it. It means there's another way to do it. You don't know it. But this particular way you did it is not the way to go about it.
So because I guess I get to realize some things maybe sometimes last year.
Okay.
Some people say I'm waiting for God's time. So it's like, okay, I'm creating a time. So if you don't go to Muhammad will come to. I've had
if Muhammad doesn't go to Muhammad will go to
mountain, right? So when you're waiting for God's time, a perfect time. Sometimes the perfect time doesn't come.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever, so in my head, how I see the whole thing is that when you are waiting, it has to be like maybe you have not put some things in place, right? Let's say
necessary
things are necessary. Let's say I want to become
a doctor.
A doctor now.
If you don't go through 6 years of medical school.
6 years of medical school.
There's no way you can be a doctor.
Like you have after okay, let me use law now. Okay. You understand? First off, you have to enter university. Then after
5
university,
years or plus, 5 years.
You have to go to law school. 1 year law school.
1 year law school.
You understand? And if you no pass, there's no way you
There's
won't.
no way. It's not procrastination.
It's no, that is not. So now you can't say okay, you just want to be a lawyer and just boom. You understand? So it's okay for you to put some things in place, knowing for a fact that you are fully ready. You understand? But off your head, if you are like the perfect time will come or the perfect opportunity will come, just like if you are not prepared, opportunity will come because if the opportunity come and you're not prepared, you won't still see it as opportunity. You still see like maybe you are still slacking, right? But in a situation whereby you have put a lot of things in place, like you now, I know that you're a very hardworking person. This one will be seen at hype. you get?
Thank you very much.
You're very hardworking, like. You have put yourself up on different events, take up new challenge and all of those things. So if they say Alpha or Theophilus will come and own Grammy, you have put some things in place. You have checked yourself. You have developed yourself. So you know that when this kind of opportunity comes, it's just like you have been waiting a long time for this to happen.
Yeah.
So I also feel like time and failure for me personally, so certain things that I've tried, I've explored, and I failed. I wouldn't even lie. But on the other hand, I thought about it that maybe it's not yet time. Yeah. Because over time I got to realize that I'm supposed to have put some things in place that I don't know yet, right? But me trying it doesn't mean it's bad. Yeah. Because I get to realize some things. Like
the experience.
I should have done better. I was even telling myself that some of the things I have in my head now. If I don't know back then, Theophilus, no worries. Yes, that. And taking it back to procrastination, right? I feel like aside from laziness, someone needs to also know how to build self-confidence. Yeah. Like, and building self-confidence has to come with a lot of. It doesn't come easy. You understand? You have to come with maybe with pain. You have to come with pain, you have to come with disappointment.
And also to add to what you're saying, right? I think building self-confidence doesn't, like you said, it's a gradual process, right? And it's in the tiny things, tiny processes. Right. So, for example, you want to host the Grammys, or I want to host the Grammys. At some point in my life, I actually want to host the Grammys, or
you go sub, don't worry now.
Like by God's
grace. I did pray for you.
Do you get? So that would mean that in my little time, maybe when I'm in my house, I take up, dress rehearsal house. I stand in front of my mirror. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 62nd Grammy Awards. Get? Then I pick up other small events. Probably do pro bono event. Right. What's it called? I also volunteer to host certain events that puts me in that particular
in that spotlight.
Yes, in that spotlight, right? Or then I start hosting. Maybe at some point I get to host AMVCA, right? That is preparing me for the Grammy. Or I take up little processes, because those little processes turn out to be a huge chunk or a huge skill, right? So I think in building of those processes, in defeating procrastination, you actually have to build smaller habits, right? Smaller habits like, you want to wake up by this time, and you stick strictly to that time. You don't say every day I want to, no matter the time I wake up. If I like, I wake up 2 a.m. If I like, I wake up 7:50 a.m. Once it's 8 a.m., I must not be on my bed. Right. You get 8 a.m. must never meet me on my bed, right? You build all of those little I want to take 1 liter of water every day. Right? All of those little things, little habits, they sum up to become something huge that helps you in defeating procrastination.
But if you have to be realistic, like real life, about this is not easy.
Nothing good ever comes.
Like
we never said it was
like
easy.
Easy at all.
Definitely.
Knowing for a fact that do you know
humans want? See, this is the thing. Humans want the easy way out. Humans want shortcuts.
So do you think self-discipline also plays a major role when it comes to
it does
procrastination?
Definitely.
Because you can procrastinate, like you said, when you wake up in the morning, you know that you want to be healthy, you want to take at least 1 liter of water every morning, right? You have to be self-disciplined for you not to procrastinate that particular your morning routine.
That goal,
that goal. So I feel like, because Baba, it's easy. I mean, it's easier. The way we are saying is that procrastination when you wake up from 9 to 10, do this one. You need, Baba, people that want to do fit fine, go and ask them.
I know. So I wrote down a few things, right? I wrote down a few things I think I want to share. But however, I also need you to understand that me saying this doesn't mean I do it.
You get
like, see, unless we want to lie to ourselves.
It's crazy.
What's it called? Things that matter, they take time. And things that matter, they are not easy. They're not easy things, right? They're usually rigorous, routines. So, for example, like you said, a bodybuilder needs to go through all those rigorous exercises. It's not easy. The body is going to be in pain, like literally every day. Until the body now gets to a point where it's used to that pain and it doesn't feel that pain anymore. Or you're built enough physical and mental strength to, overcome that pain. And I wrote down a few things on how to, deal with procrastination. And one of the things I wrote is setting realistic deadlines. Don't lie to yourself. So imagine you talk, I want to read 5 books in a week. Oh God, you will never read 1 book finish. How you want to read 5 books?
No, you want to read 5 books on empty stomach.
You get set a realistic, actionable plans with a realistic deadline. Say, okay, I want to read 1 book in a week. That's fine. That's realistic, and it's an actionable plan. So then you now go on to, okay, let me set an actionable plan. So it means that between the hours of this and to this, every day I will read that book. I'll read 2 chapters of that book every day. That's an actionable plan. You can work with it. Before your attention span, elapses.
Right.
You would have at least covered that deadline.
Like 4 chapters.
4 chapters exactly. Before
right.
So personally, my attention span is very low, right? And it's weird because number one, I'm a very energetic person, right? So it means that my energy is everywhere. You get? So when it comes to long things, very long things, say long things that are boring or that they don't involve a lot of energy, I get bored easily. So how I get to overcome such routine is I tell myself, don't lie to yourself. Which is one of the things I wrote up. Please stop lying to yourself. Don't be sincere with yourself that this is where I am.
But like for me, I also feel like distraction is one major factor as well.
True. Especially ourselves on our social media.
Yeah, understand. Because me, let's say I can say, okay, today I want to edit this video. I want to finish this video. God knows that I want to finish this video today. Trust me. That day I might not be able to do 1 minute from that. Let's say I'm editing 5-minute video. I might not be able to do 1 minute, right? And what are those distractions? During the day, probably on my phone, social media. TikTok.
Then you watch a movie.
See, I feel like that TikTok is one of my major problems.
Do you not know the lie you tell yourself? You be like, oh, let me watch this movie to get the perspective.
I'll say that, you know what? Because my own is not even movies, my own is TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Let's say I open my laptop now. I don't open Premiere Pro. Look, so make I distract myself, go on TikTok so that I'll come back to my fresh brain. It's a lie,
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
After 2 hours, yes.
After 2 hours, I'm still on TikTok. I'm scrolling. Maybe I don't see Salo, or I don't see DJ Chicken, or I don't see who they call Swala for TikTok again.
Whiskey Dandy.
I don't know about that. Yes, no. But I realized that aside distraction, when midnight, anything from 12 till like 4. Baba at the fire, like
so those are.
Then I realized that those are my creative time.
Yeah,
but it's still a lie, because that time at least I think I don't have more people texting me.
Yeah,
like I just want to. So I feel like another way to, like you say, setting realistic goals. We also need to know how to.
You should know your strength.
Know your strength.
Know your strength as well.
I think aside knowing your strength, you also need to know
what works best for you.
What worked best, and things that should not give power to distractions over some certain things. Because for me, like I said, my phone is a major problem. You understand? Like especially that TikTok.
I'm not even.
Just that's when let's say if I want to shoot, if I want to edit and I'm on my phone, I will talk say, okay, you know what? I'm looking for a particular sound. But let me go on TikTok, I'll get inspiration.
Oh, that's the end.
Understand? But I realize that where I usually get my inspiration from is like listening to music. Do you understand? So what am I saying in essence is that we should try not to give distraction power to control us, because aside from our emotions telling us that, you know what, take a step at a time. Do you understand? Sometimes our emotions might not be
true. Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes our emotions are not fully formed, right? In the sense that, like I said earlier, humans naturally want the easy way out. Humans don't like stress. Somebody compared humans to water. They want to flow in the direction of the least resistance, right? So in the sense that, you know that you sitting to edit a 5-minute video is going to take the whole day,
right?
And humans, we naturally don't want to be that disciplined to sit down for the whole day, all right? So we always find excuses around.
If I'm sitting down for my back, my distance,
you now start looking for all of those excuses.
Some even to get still like some of the text still that.
You know the crazy part is you can actually sit down that particular position to watch TikTok all day.
Yes, now. Without thinking that, yes.
And I just realized that, like you said, do not give distractions. Take what I also said earlier, make actionable plans.
Right.
You cannot see. Don't lie to yourself. You know that at this point. I also tell people that sometimes the way to actually overcome procrastination is knowing that you are not where you want to be. Right. Know where you are at the moment. Know your progress level. Know that, okay. And also, it also means that you tell yourself the hard truth that it's not your village people that are after you. You yourself, you are lazy. Now you be the cause.
Nobody's doing your village.
Take responsibility for your actions, for your inactions. Take responsibilities for the stage you are in, and be willing to work on it. Be willing to learn. Once you come to that, self-realization. Once you come to that point where you know that, my what's it called? You said something about the perfect time or God's time. God's best. The best time is coming.
It's nothing like that.
It doesn't. I think there is actually, but it doesn't work like that for everybody. It doesn't work the same way that we think for everybody. For some people, our realities are different. That's one. For some people, they will be seated down and things will come and meet them. I'm not joking.
Things like people like who.
See,
maybe I should go and I should be in their carcass.
The truth is, even if you are in their carcass, number one, all our fingers are not equal.
Yeah.
Right. So people have, and I've learned this early in life, that people get certain things that we labored for easily, and also we have it easier than some other people.
Right.
Like the way you get to progress in your brand, in your business, for some people is way harder, probably 5 times harder than. And
they are taking the same pattern.
And they are taking the same path.
Right.
Do you know how crazy life is that you can do everything right and everything still goes wrong.
Yes, now some people say that someone that have head do not have cap.
They don't have cap.
Those that have cap does not have head.
Tricky.
Actually, I agree.
Like I was saying, know what works for you, one, and then because life is not the same for everybody, our realities are different. For some of us, we would have to labor into those things that we want, and that would mean taking conscious decisions, conscious effort.
Now let me ask you a question. Right, sorry to cut you.
No.
It's a little bit funny about relationship. Some girls now with they find husband. I saw a video, was it yesterday, right?
On TikTok.
TikTok.
You're supposed to be
when I was supposed to be working, I saw a video say, okay, I'm praying to God that God give me my own husband, or I'll get married this year. Monday, you're in your house. Tuesday, you're in your house.
On Monday.
Wednesday, you're in your house. Thursday, you're in your house. Friday, even church says you no go VG. Lounge, you no go. Club, you no go.
Saturday, wedding.
Saturday, you don't even go. You should understand. On Saturday, you are still your mate dey one bed. In the house, you don't still go. On Sunday, you go church, you know, interact with everybody. So what kind? So that one now, how you want to take serious, man?
You're your aunt.
Okay, you know what? Help me advise people where we say, now like that it is.
See, if you're in that, let me talk to you. People that are in that WhatsApp group. Number one, you're number one. You are looking for husband or wife.
You're at home.
You're at home. Monday. You don't go B's house on Monday. Tuesday, you don't go anywhere. Wednesday, you will not join a book club.
Yes.
Thursday, you will not go anywhere.
No, you're supposed to be. You
do karaoke.
Karaoke on Thursday.
You do not go for karaoke on Thursday.
You won't go.
Friday, you do not go to club. You do not go to VG.
Some like you are looking for husband though. You'll be working. You'll be frowning your face. To who?
You still not reply your DM.
You still not reply your DM. Your request, you can have like 15 requests.
You not reply. You won't take
five.
You don't do yourself, not your village.
There's nobody praying for. See all the people. I want to tell them now. When you now get to some certain age now, you now be disturbing pastors that you need help.
Yeah. No, so I honestly.
Is it part of procrastination? I be just feel like things will just come and meet them.
Well, on the flip side, sometimes we honestly cannot.
Or is it the fear of unknown or past trauma or from the past relationship?
I was about to mention a number of factors we cannot blame. Because number one, some people are not extrovert. Some people are actually like big introverts. When I say introvert, they are so introverted that even their chair inside their house does not have any conversation with them. Like does not have any contact with them. That's how introverted they are. You get? And some people have social anxiety, such that they cannot be in a place where there are a lot of people, and we can't blame them. For me, I'm a very extroverted person. Put me in any audience, I'm going to be the life of the party. I can't blame people that are extremely introverted. However, I do think that even the most introverted of people, there's a base level of interaction you should have with humans, right? Especially in a place where you belong to a community that you belong to. So, for example, let's say you're a Christian, you go to church on Sunday. So it means that particular community that you belong to, you should have at least some level of interaction with people. Even if it's, oh, good morning, good afternoon, how was service? Hope you had a good time. Before you go, some people, the moment they do the grace of biology, they pack their bag and they are out of church immediately. They don't even wait to say hi to anybody. I mean, you're the one doing yourself. Do you get it's just basic human interaction. Or you are in a class or you're in a community, you stay in a flat, you stay in a shared apartment, you don't say hi to your neighbors. That's terrible. You're just a shitty person. It's not just that you're introverted, you're just a shitty person.
You know that some people actually stay in the same estate. And they don't even know each other. I think that one's even a little bit extreme.
That's even extreme.
Like your neighbor, you don't even know your neighbor.
Shared apartment.
Shared apartment.
You don't talk to your flatmate.
You don't like.
Number one, for security reasons.
Everything.
And then you're just a shitty person if you cannot even like common greeting, pleasantries, just exchange. I understand that many people want to mind our business in Lagos, which is okay, right? But then there are certain conversation, just simple conversation, etiquette, honestly. Social etiquette. Hi, good morning. How you doing? Simple.
I feel like we also need to create, I don't know, maybe a platform whereby they need to educate people on a larger scale on how to network. Like we have talked about this particular topic, right? How to network with people, how to meet people. You mentioned that meeting someone is beyond just telling them what you do or what you want to
be genuinely interested in them.
Be genuinely interested in them. Sure, not because of who they are, but because of you just want to know them. You just want to make sure that you are fine. You understand? So and some people, I know like quite a few people, right, that whenever they are alone, they enjoy their alone time. Right.
I do too.
Actually. And some people, right, they get tired of people easily. And they're scared of woman being terrible. I don't want to be friends with this one. Because maybe some might be living past trauma or whatsoever. But I also feel like being among people is actually the best because it's healthy. Someone like me now, if I'm having a bad day or things not going right, I just want to talk to someone. Not because I'm looking for solution, but there's this that comes with it that
it makes you
some things don't come up in my mind. You understand? I'm not carrying. Do you understand? So I feel like it's actually okay because even if you are scared of people around you, you might not be able to challenge yourself to even do something great because
we
are in people centered. Anything you want to do has to do with people. Do you understand?
While we're on that subject, I also think one of the ways that we can, overcome procrastination is be accountable to people, either to people, group of persons, or to someone who you can submit yourself to. So, for example,
thank you.
Say you are a Christian, you want to pray better, you want to study your Bible better, it means you have to be accountable to your pastor. Or your leader.
You can even have, you can find house fellowship
around you.
Right.
It will make you grow. Or so you want to learn, you're a photographer, you want to get better at your
socialize with people in that industry.
Yeah, exactly. Be accountable to people in that industry, right? Or you are what's it called? You are creative. You want to, level up your creativity.
Come to Cafe One.
Right? Level up. Come to Cafe One. Be amongst.
Right.
Be accountable. You genuinely need to submit yourself to certain level of training and discipline, because that's the only way you can actually. That's like a major way. I
think another thing for people is that they don't know how to take full responsibility, right? For things that they are responsible for. Do you understand? Some people don't know how to take up blames. Some people, they don't want people to talk to them anyhow. Those kind of things, like, you can't grow. Do you understand? I've seen some people that you can't correct me.
You should have a band. You should be able to accept criticism. Yeah, when people don't.
But I think that criticism is a major factor to when it comes to procrastination.
I think you're right.
I don't want people to tell me that what I'm doing is wrong, is bad,
or you didn't do it right.
Or let's say.
And should I tell you what that is? It's called pride. Yes, pride is not wanting to take corrections. It's actually pride.
Yeah, it's pride. But know that criticism is quite different from, in my own opinion, I feel like it's a little bit different from pride. There are some people that
I don't think they are one and opposite.
So you are saying in essence
this is what I mean. Criticism is what you get from outside. Pride is what you bring out inside.
Yeah.
You get? So criticism is not on you. You're getting criticized from other people, from what you have done to other people, or what you have shown out to other people. Pride is what you show to other people based on their feedback. Do you get?
Yes.
So they are not words and opposites.
Yes.
They are not mutually exclusive.
But you know that when you're talking about criticism, it can come in any form, right? You might have put some things in a perfect way, but some people
what
are
you
just.
think is bad? Oh no.
No, some people have gathered themselves somewhere and say that.
I agree with you.
I will always criticize. I will never appreciate.
So just in there are toxic people on the internet. Such you know how bad
social bullying and all of those things.
You know how crazy it is that you see something that is almost perfect without blame. Check the comment section. You will still see one egghead that will still say, why is this thing like this?
So I saw a video yesterday. I don't know if you saw that video, where Tenny was telling one person that he never chop. They put mouth for fight
for millionaire.
For people who don't get money pass you. Because when you look at social media, those people that criticize people a lot, they can't literally. They can't do what they are criticizing people.
Usually, me, I dare say it that a lot of people that criticize a lot. Now, operative word is a lot, right? There are certain things I see on social media, I'm like, nah, this doesn't make any sense. Do you get? But the truth is, even when I say it doesn't make any sense, I don't necessarily, air my opinions. I don't necessarily type it in the comment section. I don't do all of that. I have opinion about things. I don't necessarily air my opinion about everything. One kind of, I'm sorry that I'm diverting. One kind of people that I really don't like are unnecessarily opinionated people.
You have opinion about everything.
So that every trending topic, he has an opinion about everything.
Right.
We don't need to hear everything.
And as a woman being, you're not always right.
Do you get
because you also have your own feelings.
That's the thing.
And your feelings might be wrong.
To be honest, I have opinions about a lot of things, or I see certain things on social media.
Your opinion might not be right. So,
and also, I try as much as possible also not to form an opinion about things. There are certain things that they don't concern me. I don't need to form an opinion.
But you know that, talking about opinion, right? Now, opinion comes in two forms.
Okay.
Right? Opinion as the victim and opinion as an outsider.
Okay.
Just like you have, what's it called? A problem at home. Let's say a relationship problem. And not being on social media, right? Online in-laws. The opinion they will have is different from you that you're actually facing.
Because the realities are different. They don't have the full.
You're just talking as an outsider. You are just like surface. Is what that. But not knowing that there are some inside
more information. There are more things that we don't know.
Talking about criticism, there are some criticism that you get. They are positively for self-growth.
Constructive, yeah.
So they are being genuine. Not to tell you that what you have done is bad, but just to tell you that you can do it in a better.
I think how we can distinguish between a positive criticism and destructive criticism is tell them what they've done wrong, tell them how best they can do, what things they can do better. Don't just tell them, oh, this is your video.
This is
shitty work.
Then they shoot video. You can't even do anything.
Just let them know, oh, okay, this as much as this video, I mean, you did a great job, but this video is not, I don't know, the quality is bad. Anyway, tell them next time, work on your audio quality. Or work on your composition,
or have enough light so that this place is not
don't
dark.
just say, oh, this is a shitty video. Don't just tell them,
because
they probably know they did a bad job.
Bad job. And now, doing a bad job does not sometimes boils down to the creator.
Of course not.
There are a lot of factors. Maybe no enough budget.
Sometimes, like I said, we can do everything and this thing called that.
Of course, you understand.
So imagine for you now as a filmmaker, and the client comes to you and says, oh, I want to shoot a content, and they are giving you a budget of 1 million naira. And you know that on 1 million naira budget, now one camera you
get.
See,
I want LED light.
I want LED light. And see, there's no magic I want to do. No. You are giving me a budget of 1 million naira. You are expecting me to give you a work of Christopher Nolan. Where do you want to see it?
Do you get?
So having highlighted the causes of procrastination, and I'll just do a brief, overview. Number one is laziness, fear of the unknown, and then thinking you have more time, right? And self-doubt. I believe there are a few things one can do to overcome procrastination. Right. Number one, like I said earlier, is setting actionable plans, setting realistic goals and realistic deadlines, especially because it's not just about making those goals. Because trust me, ideas will always come. If you're a creative person, if you're an introspective person, if you read or if you are smart, you always have ideas. But life doesn't favor the smart people.
It doesn't.
It favors people that can work towards it, people that are hardworking. I just don't. I know it's a little bit counterproductive to say ideas rule the world. Yes, they do rule the world, but then again, the people that rule the world are people that make those ideas into realities, right? So you also have to set realistic deadlines, and also you have to be sincere with yourself that okay, this is where I am at the moment. This is my capacity at the moment. As much as I want to build more capacity, I want to be better, be bigger. I need to realize that this is where I am at the moment. And if I am, we
have Young Idu and we have Whiskey.
And if I am at this point at the moment, there are certain little steps I need to take, baby steps. Like our president said, baby steps of
Agbado generation.
So I have to take certain baby steps, right? Mm-hmm. And taking all those baby steps is going to build up into something huge eventually.
So I also think best way to overcome that, and has really worked for me over the time, is that also, aside from having to-do lists, also have a system whereby you can track your performance. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? Because I think there are a lot of tools whereby you can use physically to track your performance.
Journals, you can use journals.
Yeah. I mean, journal is even the easiest accessible things, right, that you can use to also track your performance. But I know that there's like tools, apps that you can use to track your performance, because if you are tracking your performance, right, you can see, okay, I'm progressing. Okay, I need to do more on this one. Oh, this one, I set this particular goals, but the way I started this week, I might not be able to achieve it. Let me bring down the number to so and so. Do you understand? Because by doing that, you can easily see that okay, this one is working, this one is not working. Okay, by the end of July, by the end of May, okay, these are the things I want to do. Okay, and another thing is that also know how to see potential in other people. Like you said, if you know that this is what you want to do, right, you are the creator, you have the idea, but you don't have the resources. So know how to partner with partner that I feel like they have the resources. You understand? Because in this our own creative industry, right? There's one thing to be creative, and there's one thing to know the administrative part of it, which is the business part of it. Yeah. You might know how to create. You are very creative, but if it's not resulting to money, do you feel like you're not progressing? But that's not it.
You can get burnt out easily, actually.
Like you can just worn out that.
I think, in fact, thinking about that, something came to my mind. I also think that you can rub off on people's energy, right? That comes to the point of accountability, where I want to be a better videographer, or I want to shoot more content. You are a videographer, you're a filmmaker, so I have to say, I want to start shooting videos, right? Give me certain tips, or let me know how you do your things. Yeah. I'm gonna rub off on your energy, or your energy rather is gonna rub off on me. I'm going to pick up certain skills and abilities, and it's going to help me in being a better person, in doing more, in showing up more. And also, it's one thing my friend says a lot. He says, show up every day. And by every day, I mean, for some people, every day means different things. So for a 9 to 5 person, every day literally means every day, right? For, say, someone who's an entrepreneur, every day could mean, it could not be maybe between the hours of 9 and 5. It could be like literally every day, like throughout the day.
Achieve one particular thing.
Do you get, like, always try as much as possible to make at least a progress per day. Know that, okay, today I've been able to achieve something. And when I say achieve something, rest is actually part of achievement. Because to be honest, one of the reasons
resting is healthy,
procrastinate is because they don't have enough rest. So imagine you're supposed to wake up by 8 a.m. to do something, and as at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. you're still watching a movie. So when you now wake up by that 8 a.m., you're already tired. You're burnt out. Because you have not gotten enough rest, you are not going to be productive, you're not going to be effective. So getting enough rest actually also helps you defeat procrastination. And knowing that, okay, I need to get to a certain stage of my life at this certain time, having that sense of urgency. Having a sense of urgency makes you, get up from laziness. It makes you defeat laziness. So, I mean, from my own end, I think those are the things that I can.
Yeah, I mean, to add to what you said, right, it's actually very important to, in general, just set realistic goals. Know for a fact that every day I should be able to do this thing. Just then, at the end of the day, ask yourself, what have I done today? Either good or bad. So that will also motivate you, because when you see results, it needs to motivate you to say, okay, I want to do better, I want to put things in place, but not analyzing your daily routine.
You need to keep record.
You need to also always keep those records so that you document, know that, because, and you also have to find what motivates you. Because for me, it's music, and I listen to.
But motivation is not enough. Because you never always be motivated every day.
Yeah, but you can always have a source. Everybody, always have a source. It's okay. My source is coming from here. Whenever you feel
this thing helps me do better.
Whenever you are down, you are going back to that source. And I think as well, having a mentor to also helps.
Yeah, you have somebody accountable to.
Yes, and a mentor in line with what you are doing,
with the goals that you are setting.
You understand? You don't want to.
Imagine. I saw a video, which was funny. They asked 3 students, secondary school students, what do you want to be? What do you want to become in future? One of them said, we want to be a lawyer. Another said, I want to be a medical doctor. Another said, I want to be probably an engineer or something. Right? It's a recent video. And the teacher asked them again, who's your role model? Do you know what one person said? Somebody said Nicki Minaj. Another person said another person said Tolani Baj. Now, has to be honest, and now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying those people are bad people, but I'm saying in line with your goals, your aspirations, those are bad examples of role models. If you want to become a musician, a video vixen, or a talk show host. Or an entertainer, having those people as role models, it's fine, it's okay. Right. But when it comes to your goals, you need to, whoever is going to be a role model or your mentor or your tutor has to share those beliefs, has to be in line with those your visions. You cannot be, but you can't want to be a doctor and Portable is your role model.
Honestly.
You can argue that Portable rose from nothing to something, which is fine, and I agree. But when it comes to in line with what you want to do, it's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the best example.
So to round it up, right? I used to tell people that in everything you are doing, it's one thing to know that this is what you are doing, and there's another thing to pray for strength to be able to keep up, because trust me, we get tired. Life is tiring. Life is not fair. Yes,
I tell you.
So please,
because it's not showing us shaky.
Do you get
in Nigeria?
Please always pray for strength.
I mean, if you're a spiritual person, please do pray for strength, pray for favor. Pray that you
a lot of things. Pray for strength. When you wake up in the morning, take enough water. And if you're a coffee person, take coffee as well. But don't consume coffee every day. Caffeine is bad. You understand? But pray for strength.
Everybody will want that. Yeah.
I also talk again. Set like, I want to wash my clothes today. I have to wash it. I have to lay my bed today. I have to lay it. My wardrobe is inside my wardrobe. I've scattered. I have to arrange it. Okay, this curtain. I want to wash it to
be intentional.
Be intentional. I think that's the word.
Be intentional.
Be intentional
with your actions.
Be genuine. Be intentional.
Don't leave things to chances.
Chances.
Chances are not going to sort your life out. Be intentional with your life.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been another week of the Luminary Lounge podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're sharing, you're liking,
subscribe
on YouTube.
Follow us on our socials.
On all our socials,
our Twitter, TikTok,
everywhere.
You always see us there.
Podcast.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the next episode.
Peace out.
Peace out.